before the tenant actually goes and looks for a property, we ask them to make an application to us. So when they make an application, we run a soft credit check, not a hard credit check that leaves a credit footprint, just to check that there are no adverse credit events in their credit history. We would then obviously run the standard KYC, know your customer, and anti-money laundering checks on them. We know who they are. And then once they've passed it, we also ask them to provide details about their financial situation so that they can afford the rent, the discounted rent that's on the property. Once we establish that, we tell them that, okay, you have an agreement in principle that you can go and buy a property up to 400,000. Then we ask the tenants to go and find the property that they really want and negotiate a cash purchase price, so they and all the investors who are going to invest in the property are together going to get a good deal. Once they've found the property, then we start carrying out our due diligence on the property itself. So we would instruct a risk surveyor to go and value the property. If required, we would instruct a building surveyor and any other surveys that need to be carried out. Aside from that, we'd also carry out a secondary market due diligence. We use everything that, the mortgage tools that the banks use, the valuation tools, the automated valuation tools that the banks use, we use them. We use the same to try and establish that there's a fair market price for the property we are purchasing. Before we purchase, after that, we then instruct our due diligence company to carry out enhanced due diligence on the tenant, just to ensure that there is nothing untoward anywhere else. That's something that not even a bank does on a mortgage. But because in a mortgage you are legally responsible and you have lots of fraud connotations, and we want some extra layer of security for our peer-to-peer investors. I think it protects everyone, including the tenant, just to know that we have carried out the due diligence.
We do not currently buy any new build properties, for example, so that we don't pay the new build premium. We really restrict ourselves to properties that have been in the market for a while and where the market price is easier to establish rather than a brand new property in a brand new area where you could pay 10-20% above the market price.
Yeah, I mean, it's an existing family home is essentially more resilient to adverse market conditions.
Yes.